Before the courtroom battle, before the viral clips, before the world chose sides, there was a relationship. In 2009, Johnny Depp met Amber Heard on the set of The Rum Diary. At the time, Depp was already one of the biggest movie stars in the world, a global icon, a household name. Heard was a rising actress, building momentum in Hollywood and stepping into the spotlight. What began as a professional collaboration slowly turned personal. By 2012, Depp had ended his long-term relationship, and the two began appearing together publicly. Red carpets, private jets, global premieres. To the outside world, it looked passionate, intense, almost cinematic. In February 2015, they married in a private ceremony. But the marriage would last barely over a year. In May 2016, Amber Heard filed for divorce. Just days later, she requested a temporary restraining order alleging domestic abuse. Photos surfaced in the media, images showing bruises. Within hours, the story spread across America. Heard claimed she had experienced physical and emotional abuse. Depp strongly denied the allegations. His legal team called them false. The divorce was finalized in August 2016. The settlement reportedly reached $7 million, which Heard pledged to donate to charity. For a moment, it seemed like the conflict might end there. But in 2018, Amber Heard published an op-ed describing herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. She did not mention Depp by name, but many readers understood the reference. Johnny Depp claimed the article damaged his reputation and cost him major film opportunities. What had begun as a private divorce was now a public war over truth, reputation, and credibility. Supporters of Heard emphasized the importance of believing survivors. Supporters of Depp argued that accusations alone should not determine a person's legacy. Social media intensified everything. Audio recordings surfaced, text messages were debated, every detail was dissected. By the time Depp filed a defamation lawsuit in Virginia, the world was already divided. This was no longer just a celebrity breakup. It had become a cultural flashpoint about power, fame, media influence, and justice in modern America. And the courtroom battle was still ahead. As the allegations dominated headlines, the impact was no longer personal. It became professional. In Hollywood, reputation is currency. And once doubt enters the conversation, studios begin to calculate risk. Johnny Depp had been the face of a billion-dollar franchise. Captain Jack Sparrow was not just a character, it was a global brand. But following the allegations, major studios began distancing themselves. Reports surfaced that Disney would move forward with Depp in future projects. Whether officially confirmed or not, the message felt clear. Uncertainty surrounded his future. Other projects quietly stalled, conversations slowed, meetings disappeared. In an industry built on image, controversy can be more damaging than conviction. Public opinion became increasingly divided. Some believed the allegations immediately. Others demanded more evidence. Social media turned into a battlefield. Hashtags trended, petitions circulated, millions of comments flooded platforms. Amber Heard's career also entered uncertain territory. While she continued appearing in major productions, online backlash intensified. Supporters viewed her as standing firm. Critics accused her of damaging a legacy. Media coverage amplified every development. Headlines often simplified a complex situation into short, emotional narratives. For Depp, the consequences appeared immediate. Long-standing partnerships weakened, public appearances decreased. In 2020, Depp filed a libel lawsuit in the United Kingdom against a newspaper that labeled him an abuser. The court ruled against him. The decision further complicated his public image. Shortly after, he stepped away from a major film franchise role. The professional consequences were no longer hypothetical. The situation unfolded during a cultural shift in America. After 6 explosive weeks, it all came down to one verdict. On June 1st, 2022, the jury in Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard reached its decision. Cameras were ready, the world was watching, and inside that Virginia courtroom, silence filled the air. The jury found that Amber Heard had defamed Johnny Depp in her 2018 Washington Post op-ed. They awarded Depp over $10 million in damages. But it wasn't a total loss for Heard. The jury also ruled that one of Depp's former attorney statements defamed her, and she was awarded $2 million. Still, the headlines were clear. Depp won.
Elements of defamation. Answer, yes.
Outside the courthouse, crowds cheered. Social media exploded. Hashtags like Justice for Johnny Depp trended worldwide. Depp released a statement saying the jury gave him his life back. Heard, on the other hand, said she was heartbroken and warned the verdict could encourage other women from speaking up. But the story didn't end there. Both sides initially filed appeals. The legal fight seemed far from over. Then, in December 2022, a settlement was reached. Heard agreed to pay Depp $1 million, a fraction of the original amount. Depp later announced he would donate the settlement money to charity. Professionally, the aftermath looked very different for both actors. Depp slowly returned to public life. He directed the film Maudit, starred in the French historical drama Jean de Bourrie, and began rebuilding his image, especially overseas. While major Hollywood studios have moved cautiously, his global fan base remains strong. Amber Heard stepped away from Hollywood's spotlight. Reports confirmed she relocated to Spain, choosing a quieter life, focused on raising her daughter. Her role in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom was reduced compared to the first film, and future projects have remained uncertain. The trial wasn't just about two celebrities. It became a cultural moment, sparking debates about domestic abuse, media narratives, cancel culture, and the power of public opinion. Some believe Amber Heard tried to destroy Johnny Depp's career. Others argued the case was far more complicated than internet headlines suggested. What's undeniable is that both reputations were forever changed. In the end, this wasn't just a courtroom battle. It was a public reckoning, played out in real time. 2 careers, 1 verdict, and a controversy that Hollywood and the internet won't forget anytime soon. Subscribe for more celebrity stories.